Ikigai. User Ikigai by Hector Garcia Puigcerver and Francesc Miralles. Chapter 1. Ikigai. According to the Japanese, everyone has an Ikigai, what a French philosopher might call a raison d'être. Some people have found their Ikigai, while others are still looking, though they carry it within them. This concept, deeply rooted in Japanese culture, signifies one's reason for being, one's purpose in life. Finding your Ikigai is not merely a philosophical exercise. It is crucial for happiness and fulfillment, as it provides the motivation to get up each morning with energy and enthusiasm. The island of Okinawa, known for having one of the highest concentrations of centenarians in the world, offers living proof of the importance of having a clearly defined Ikigai. The purpose of this book is to help you find yours and to share insights from Japanese philosophy on the lasting health of body, mind, and spirit. One surprising thing you notice when living in Japan is how active people remain after they retire. In fact, many Japanese people never really retire. They keep doing what they love for as long as their health allows. The notion of retirement differs fundamentally from the Western concept. The Japanese language lacks a direct translation for retirement in the Western sense of complete withdrawal from productive life. This pursuit of Ikigai is directly linked to health and longevity. Research indicates that in addition to diet, a strong sense of community and purpose significantly contributes to longevity. Centenarians from regions known as blue zones, areas where people live exceptionally long lives, exhibit fewer chronic illnesses and higher vitality than the general population. There are 5 recognized blue zones around the world. First is Okinawa, Japan, where a diet rich in vegetables and close-knit communities support remarkable longevity. Second is Sardinia, Italy, where locals consume a plant-based diet and maintain strong family bonds. Third is Loma Linda, California, home to a community of Seventh-day Adventists who live long and healthy lives. Fourth is the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, where the elderly remain active and integrated into daily life. Fifth is Ikaria, Greece, where a significant portion of the population lives past 90, attributed to their traditional lifestyle and relaxed pace of living. One of the most common sayings in Japan is hara hachi bu, which is repeated before or after eating. It means something like, fill your belly to 80%. This Okinawan principle advises stopping eating when you are only 80% full, which promotes healthier eating habits and longer life. Traditional meal practices encourage consuming fewer calories without ever feeling deprived, a practice supported by modern science as a key factor in extending lifespan. Another vital element of Okinawan life is the concept of moai. A moai is an informal group of people with common interests who look out for one another. These community groups offer emotional support, financial stability in times of need, and a strong social network that combats isolation. Moai originated from historical necessity when villagers pooled resources for major projects, and they continue to play a vital role in the well-being of their members today. For many, helping others within their moai might be an Ikigai strong enough to keep them alive and engaged. This chapter sets the stage for exploring the various factors that influence longevity, including the importance of diet, exercise, community, purpose, and stress management, all woven together through the profound concept of Ikigai. Chapter 2. Anti-Aging Secrets. Life expectancy has increased by an average of 0.3 years annually for over a century. The concept of achieving biological immortality hinges on reaching what scientists call escape velocity, where advancements in technology prolong life expectancy by 1 full year for each passing year. While some researchers are optimistic about achieving this in the coming decades, others predict a biological limit, suggesting that human cells may simply stop regenerating after around 120 years. Regardless of where science takes us, there are many small things we can do now that add up to a long and happy life. There is much wisdom in the classic saying, mens sana in corpore sano, a sound mind in a sound body. It reminds us that both mind and body are important and that the health of one is connected to that of the other. Keeping the brain active through learning and new experiences can combat mental aging. Mental training, such as playing games, learning new skills, and engaging socially, can improve overall well-being and self-image while reducing the risk of depression. The mind has tremendous power over the body and how quickly it ages. Research shows that stress contributes significantly to premature aging. The greater the stress, the greater the degenerative effect on our cells. Stress triggers bodily responses that, over time, can damage healthy cells, weaken cellular structures called telomeres, and accelerate aging. In our ancestors' time, stress responses were helpful in natural survival scenarios. They prepared the body to fight or flee from immediate danger. But modern lifestyles, with their constant stimuli, information overload, and competitive pressures, keep our stress responses chronically activated. This leads to prolonged high levels of cortisol, a hormone that negatively affects health in numerous ways. Reducing stress is achievable through mindfulness practices, which help individuals remain present and aware of their responses rather than reacting automatically. Techniques like meditation and breathing exercises can diminish stress levels and improve overall health. By making these small changes, we can begin to renew our bodies and minds and increase our life expectancy. However, it is important to note that a little stress is good for you. Moderate stress can be beneficial, as a certain level encourages productivity, motivates healthy habits, and helps us face challenges. Low levels of stress have been linked to longevity in some studies, while long-term, chronic stress is unequivocally harmful. A sedentary lifestyle is another major enemy of longevity. A lot of sitting will age you. Sedentary behavior leads to various health issues, including obesity, cardiovascular problems, and metabolic disorders. Encouraging physical activity and simply reducing sitting time can significantly enhance quality of life and longevity. You don't need to run marathons. Walking, taking stairs, and moving throughout the day are enough. Adequate sleep is the model's best-kept secret for skin health and overall longevity. Sleep promotes the production of melatonin, a powerful antioxidant and protective hormone. Maintaining good sleep hygiene, regular sleep schedules, a dark and quiet environment is essential for skin vitality and long-term wellness. Finally, anti-aging attitudes matter. A positive mindset and high emotional awareness correlate strongly with longevity. Many centenarians exemplify these qualities, facing life's challenges with a stoic attitude that reduces stress and promotes resilience. In Ogimi, a village known for longevity, a local elder summarized lifelong health with simple advice. Eat just a little of everything with relish. Go to bed early, get up early, and then go out for a walk. Embrace life's journey with serenity and active engagement. Chapter 3. From Logotherapy to Ikigai. Logotherapy, developed by the renowned psychiatrist Viktor Frankl, is a form of psychotherapy that helps individuals find reasons to live by discovering their life's purpose. Unlike psychoanalysis, which focuses on exploring the past and uncovering repressed conflicts, logotherapy is future-oriented. It encourages patients to look forward, to find meaning in their lives, and to use that meaning as a source of strength. Frankl's own experiences as a prisoner in Nazi concentration camps during World War II shaped his understanding of meaning. He observed that those who had a reason to live, a purpose to fulfill, a loved one to reunite with, a project to complete, were more likely to survive the unimaginable horrors of the camps. He famously wrote, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms. To choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way." And he often quoted Nietzsche, "He who has a why to live for can bear with almost any how." Logotherapy guides individuals through a 5-step process. First, recognizing feelings of emptiness or frustration, what Frankl called an existential vacuum. Second, understanding these feelings not as mental illness, but as a spiritual anguish, a desire for meaning. Third, discovering one's purpose through introspection, exploration, and sometimes confrontation with one's own mortality. Fourth, deciding to accept or reject that destiny. Fifth, using this newfound purpose to overcome challenges and move forward in life. Existential frustration arises when our life is without purpose, or when that purpose is skewed. Frankl believed that we don't create the meaning of our life, as Jean-Paul Sartre claimed. Rather, we discover it. Meaning is out there, waiting for us to find it, and when we do, it transforms everything. A powerful example from Frankl's practice involved a mother who had attempted suicide after the death of her son. During therapy, Frankl guided her to consider her life from a future perspective, imagining herself on her deathbed. He asked her what she would think about her life. Through this exercise, she realized that she had dedicated herself to giving her paralyzed son a meaningful life, and that this love and effort had immense value. By focusing on the meaning she had already lived, she found the strength to continue. In Japan, there are therapeutic approaches that resonate with logotherapy. Morita therapy, developed by Dr. Shoma Morita, encourages patients to accept their emotions without trying to control them and to focus on purposeful action. It teaches that feelings are natural and will change on their own if we stop fighting them and instead engage in meaningful activities. Nikken meditation, another Japanese practice, involves deep self-reflection through 3 questions. What have I received from others? What have I given to others? What troubles have I caused others? This practice shifts focus from blaming others to understanding personal responsibility and cultivating gratitude. All these approaches point to the same truth. Finding your Ikigai, your reason for being, is essential for living longer and better. The search for meaning is not a luxury. It is a fundamental human need. Chapter 4. Find flow in everything you do. Flow is a state of total immersion and focus in an activity where one loses track of time and becomes completely one with the task. It is that magical feeling when you are so engaged in what you are doing that nothing else seems to matter. The experience itself is so enjoyable that you would do it even at great cost, for the sheer sake of doing it. Common activities that induce flow include skiing down a perfect slope, cooking a complex meal, playing a musical instrument, or surfing a wave. In these moments you are fully present, your skills are perfectly matched to the challenge, and you feel a sense of effortless control. This is in stark contrast to enduring unpleasant tasks where your mind wanders and time seems to crawl. The concept of flow was developed by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who described it as crucial for experiencing happiness and achieving one's Ikigai. The happiest people are not the ones who achieve the most in terms of external success. They are the ones who spend more time than others in a state of flow. Engaging more in flow-inducing activities leads to optimal experiences, contrary to those driven by immediate pleasure, which often leave us feeling empty afterward. There are 7 conditions for achieving flow. First, you must know what to do. Second, you must understand how to do it. Third, you need to get feedback on your progress. Fourth, you must know your direction or objective. Fifth, you should face significant challenges that stretch your abilities. Sixth, you need to utilize significant skills to meet those challenges. Seventh, you must be free from distractions that pull your attention away. Several strategies can help you achieve flow more consistently. First, choose a difficult yet achievable task. Engage in challenges that extend your abilities without overwhelming you. If a task is too easy, you become bored. If it is too difficult, you become anxious. The sweet spot is where challenge and skill are perfectly balanced. Second, have a clear, concrete objective. Define specific goals to guide your focus. However, once engaged, let the task itself take precedence over the goal to avoid fixation on the outcome. Third, concentrate on a single task. Multitasking is the enemy of flow. It leads to decreased productivity, increased errors, and a fragmented mind. Cultivate an environment free from distractions and give your full attention to one thing at a time. Japanese culture offers beautiful examples of flow in action. Artisans known as takumis exemplify flow as they immerse themselves in their craft with unwavering dedication and attention to detail. Whether they are forging a sword, crafting pottery, or preparing sushi, they are in a state of flow. The simplicity and commitment to quality that pervades Japanese culture promote flow within various domains, from engineering to cuisine. Microflow refers to deriving joy from mundane tasks through engagement and attention. Washing dishes mindfully, folding laundry with care, or walking with awareness can become flow experiences. Engaging in rituals helps structure tasks, providing clear rules and objectives that allow flow to emerge. Meditation practices also help center focus and calm the mind, enhancing the ability to reach flow. Training in mindfulness directs attention and leads to enhanced productivity and mental clarity. To discover your Ikigai, reflect on the activities that induce flow in your life. Identify common elements among them. Do they involve creativity, helping others, physical movement, or intellectual challenge? Exploring new challenges related to these flow activities can further your journey toward discovering and fulfilling your purpose. Regularly participating in flow activities fosters happiness and fulfillment, bringing you closer to achieving your Ikigai. Chapter 5. Masters of Longevity. In their exploration of longevity, the authors sought insights from supercentenarians, people who live to be 110 years or older. These remarkable individuals offer living wisdom, emphasizing that longevity is not just about reaching a great age, but about the quality of life sustained throughout those years. Misao Okawa of Japan, who lived to 117, was for a time the oldest living person in the world. When asked her secret, she credited her longevity to eating sushi, sleeping well, and maintaining a zest for life. Her simple formula combined pleasure, rest, and an ongoing engagement with existence. Maria Capovilla of Ecuador, who lived to 116, was known as the world's oldest person before her death. She attributed her long life to never having eaten meat and emphasized the importance of gratitude and happiness. She radiated a calm contentment, grateful for each day. Jeanne Calment of France holds the record for the longest verified human lifespan, living to 122 years. She maintained a sharp sense of humor throughout her life, engaged in activities she loved well into her later years, and enjoyed life without excessive restrictions. She famously said,
"Everything's fine."
Even in the face of challenges, and took up fencing at 85. Walter Bruning of the United States lived to 114. He emphasized keeping the mind and body busy, eating only 2 meals a day, and being unafraid of death. He believed that if you keep your mind and body active, you'll be around a long time. Alexander Imig, who lived to 111, had a different perspective. Having lived a full life without alcohol, he attributed his longevity to not knowing the secret to it, simply stating,
"I just haven't died yet."
His humility and acceptance were themselves a form of wisdom. Longevity doesn't only belong to supercentenarians. Many older individuals, especially artists, find their Ikigai through their passions and continue to work and create despite their age. The chapter highlights stories of artists who demonstrate that continuing to engage in what you love contributes profoundly to a fulfilling life. The great Japanese artist Hokusai, famous for his woodblock prints, expressed that true understanding comes later in life. He believed that all he had produced before the age of 70 was not worth counting, and that real artistic growth happened in his later decades. He showed an evolving passion for art that never diminished. Actor Christopher Plummer continued to work into his 90s, and manga artist Osamu Tezuka expressed desires to work until his last breath. They embodied the importance of purpose as a driving force. Cuban-born artist Carmen Herrera sold her first painting at 89 and remained optimistic and focused on future projects well past 100, indicating the significance of living day by day with an engaged mindset. The chapter encourages continual self-improvement and learning throughout life. Figures such as biologist Edward O. Wilson, who continued writing and researching into his 90s, and architect Frank Gehry, still designing groundbreaking buildings in his 90s, illustrate that curiosity and openness to new experiences can enrich life, regardless of age. Japan is recognized for having the highest life expectancy globally, credited to a healthy diet, regular healthcare checkups, and a strong sense of community. But perhaps most importantly, the concept of Ikigai, having a purpose, plays a crucial role in motivating individuals to stay active and engaged, contributing to their long and fulfilling lives. As one elder put it,
"You stay in your time. If you relate to the time you're in, you keep your eyes and ears open."
Chapter 6. Lessons from Japan's Centenarians. The authors traveled to Ogimi, a village in Okinawa renowned for its residents' remarkable longevity. After a long journey from Tokyo, they were welcomed by locals and immediately felt a sense of timelessness in the community. The pace of life was slower, the air cleaner, and the connections between people palpable. Ogimi residents are organized into informal support groups called moai, which foster familial bonds and encourage volunteerism. This community approach allows everyone to feel useful and connected, regardless of age. There is no isolation in Ogimi. The elderly are integrated into the fabric of daily life. The town's residents embrace a simple lifestyle enriched by nature. They prioritize growing their own food in small gardens and maintaining strong relationships with friends and neighbors. They greet each other daily, gather for tea, and frequently meet for community activities. Daily social contact is seen as essential to happiness and longevity. Rejecting the isolation common in urban settings, Ogimi's culture is steeped in tradition, including celebrations of daily life, spiritual connections to nature, and respect for ancestors. The predominant religion is a form of Ryukyu Shinto, which weaves a community-oriented spirituality where rituals and respect for numerous spirits are paramount. Women hold significant spiritual roles, and ancestor worship is practiced, forming a deep connection to heritage. Daily celebrations are a vital part of life. The locals believe in enjoying life, often participating in music, dance, and communal activities that strengthen their bonds. Festivals mark the seasons, and every gathering is an opportunity for shared joy. When asked about the secret to a long life, a 101-year-old woman responded,
The secret to a long life is not to worry, and to keep your heart young. Don't let it grow old. Open your heart to people with a nice smile on your face. If you smile and open your heart, your grandchildren and everyone else will want to see you.
Another elder said,
I feel joy every morning waking up at 6 and opening the curtains to look out at my garden, where I grow my own vegetables. I go right outside to check on my tomatoes, my mandarin oranges. I love the sight of them. It relaxes me.
Living an unhurried life is a core value.
My secret to a long life is always saying to myself, slow down and relax. You live much longer if you're not in a hurry,
Shared one resident. They engage in various tasks without overwhelming themselves, savoring the little moments and fostering a peaceful lifestyle. Optimism and laughter are viewed as fundamental to well-being.
Every day I say to myself, today will be full of health and energy. Live it to the fullest,
Said another. They understand that the most important thing in Ogimi, in life, is to keep smiling. For the centenarians of Ogimi, Ikigai represents the purpose or passion that brings joy and fulfillment to life. It varies per individual, but includes activities such as gardening, socializing, and volunteering, all of which embody the village's deep engagement with their community and their world. Chapter 7. The Ikigai Diet. Japan has the highest life expectancy globally, and Okinawa stands out even within Japan for its population's remarkable longevity. This is due in large part to a unique diet that has been studied and celebrated worldwide. The Okinawan diet is characterized by a high intake of diverse foods, especially vegetables, and a commitment to lower salt and sugar consumption. The Okinawan Miracle Diet has several key features. First is the diversity of foods. Okinawans consume a wide variety of 206 different foods, including vegetables, legumes, and spices, averaging 18 different foods daily. This variety ensures a broad spectrum of nutrients. Second is the abundant consumption of fruits and vegetables. They eat at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables daily, with over 30% of their diet consisting of vegetables, often including colorful varieties like orange sweet potatoes, green goya, bitter melon, and yellow squash. Grains form the foundation of the diet, with white rice being the primary staple. Sugar consumption is limited, and when used, it is typically cane sugar. Protein sources include fish, which is eaten about 3 times per week, and pork, which is consumed sparingly, often reserved for celebrations. Tofu and other soy products are eaten regularly. Caloric control is central to the Okinawan approach. They consume about 1/3 less sugar and salt than the average Japanese diet. The practice of hara-hachi-bu, which means eating until you are only 80% full, is an ancient tradition that promotes smaller portion sizes and has been linked to increased longevity. Eating less than one might want is common among all Buddhist temples in the East, and this calorie restriction is one of the most effective ways to add years to your life. The Okinawan diet is rich in antioxidants, which combat free radicals that speed up aging. Key antioxidant-rich foods include tofu, miso, tuna, sweet potatoes, goya, and various vegetables. Jasmine tea, known locally as sanpin cha, is consumed frequently. This blend of green tea and jasmine flowers offers cardiovascular benefits, helps lower cholesterol, reduces heart attack risk, strengthens the immune system, and relieves stress. Green tea itself is a powerful health tool. It helps control cholesterol, improve circulation, protect against infections, regulate blood sugar, and promote bone health. Drinking green or white tea every day can help us reduce the free radicals in our bodies, keeping us young longer. Shikuwasa, an Okinawan citrus fruit, deserves special mention. It is high in nobiletin, a powerful flavonoid, and other antioxidants. Consuming shikuwasa has been linked to protection against various diseases, including cancer and diabetes, making it an important part of the region's culinary traditions. For those following a Western diet, the authors offer suggestions for incorporating antioxidant principles. Recommended foods include broccoli and other cruciferous vegetables, oily fish like salmon and sardines, citrus fruits and berries, whole grains, olive oil, and moderate red wine. Eliminating refined sugars and heavily processed items can dramatically enhance life quality and longevity. The key takeaway is simple. Variety, moderation, and nutrient density are the cornerstones of a diet that supports a long and healthy life. Chapter 8. Gentle Movements, Longer Life. Studies from the Blue Zones suggest that the people who live longest are not the ones who do the most intense exercise, but rather the ones who move the most throughout their daily lives. In Ojimi, the village of longevity, residents remain highly active well into their 80s and 90s, not by going to the gym, but through simple, constant movement. They walk, they garden, they socialize, they tend to their homes. Movement is woven into the fabric of their existence, not isolated as a separate activity. Experts highlight the negative effects of prolonged sitting on metabolism and overall health. When we sit for long periods, our bodies essentially shut down at the metabolic level. But simple actions like standing up briefly can stimulate metabolism and improve cardiovascular health. You don't need to run marathons. All you need is to add movement to your day. Eastern disciplines for bringing body, mind, and soul into balance have become popular in the West, but in their countries of origin, they have been used for centuries to promote health. These gentle exercises are particularly beneficial for older individuals, enhancing physical and mental well-being while being accessible to almost everyone. Radio Taiso is a group exercise routine in Japan that promotes unity and physical health. Broadcast on public radio every morning, it involves simple movements that enhance flexibility and joint mobility. It is practiced widely across all age groups, even in nursing homes, where residents gather to perform these gentle stretches together. Radio Taiso helps counteract the effects of modern sedentary life by encouraging basic, essential movements. Yoga, originating from India, emphasizes the unity of body and mind. It offers numerous styles, each designed to promote physical and mental harmony. Hatha Yoga, the most common form in the West, emphasizes physical poses called asanas to achieve balance and flexibility. The sun salutation is a fundamental sequence in Hatha Yoga, consisting of 12 movements designed to invigorate the body and prepare it for the day ahead. Tai Chi is a graceful form of martial arts known for its slow, flowing movements. It is aimed at maintaining health and cultivating inner peace. With various styles, it promotes balance, flexibility, and mindfulness. The exercise, Wave Hands Like Clouds, encourages fluid movements and balance, effectively integrating body and mind. Qigong is an energetic practice that combines physical movement with breath regulation to enhance overall health. Used historically in martial arts, it has become recognized for its profound healing properties. Scientific studies indicate that Qigong improves brain function, hormone balance, cardiovascular health, and overall well-being. To practice Qigong effectively, one must focus on regulating the body, the breath, the mind, the life force, and the spirit, ensuring harmony throughout the organism. The 5 elements. Exercise in Qigong emphasizes movements that connect with the elements: earth, water, wood, metal, fire, aiming to balance energy and improve health. Shiatsu, originating in Japan, employs pressure techniques on energy pathways, combined with stretching and breathing exercises to foster balance in the body. Ancient teachings from figures like Sun Simiao emphasize the significance of breath in achieving calm and health across different seasons, recommending various healing sounds to align breath with well-being. Practicing these arts not only keeps us in shape, it also helps extend our lives. The various Eastern traditions all integrate gentle movement with breath awareness, fostering a deeper connection between body and mind, and contributing to a longer, healthier life. Chapter 9. Resilience and Wabi-Sabi. Resilience is the ability to pursue one's passions despite obstacles, to maintain focus on meaningful objectives while managing negative emotions. It is the crucial mindset for coping with life's inevitable challenges. The Japanese proverb, Nana Korabi Yaoki, fall 7 times, rise 8, perfectly encapsulates the essence of resilience. Setbacks are inevitable, but the key is to keep rising. Resilient individuals adapt to setbacks by focusing on what they can control rather than dwelling on what they cannot. They embody the wisdom of the serenity prayer. God, give us grace to accept with serenity the things that cannot be changed, courage to change the things which should be changed, and the wisdom to distinguish the one from the other. Both Buddhism and Stoicism offer profound insights into emotional resilience. Buddhism encourages awareness and acceptance of life's pleasures without becoming enslaved by them. It teaches that attachment to desires is the root of suffering, and that by observing our desires without clinging, we can find peace. Stoicism advocates for the enjoyment of life while preparing for potential losses through practices like negative visualization. By imagining the worst-case scenarios, we cultivate appreciation for what we have and reduce anxiety about losing it. Living in the present moment is central to both philosophies. The only moment in which you can be truly alive is the present moment. By focusing on the here and now, we avoid being trapped by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. The Japanese concept of Ichigo beautifully captures this. This moment exists only now and won't come again. It encourages us to cherish every encounter, every experience as unique and irreplaceable. Wabi-sabi is a Japanese aesthetic and philosophical concept that teaches us to appreciate the beauty of imperfection and impermanence. It finds beauty in things that are incomplete, impermanent, and imperfect. In a world that often demands perfection, wabi-sabi offers a liberating alternative. It teaches us that cracks in a pottery bowl, wrinkles on a face, and flaws in a plan are not failures, but opportunities for growth and sources of unique beauty. By accepting impermanence and imperfection, We free ourselves from the exhausting pursuit of an impossible ideal and open ourselves to the richness of life as it actually is. Beyond resilience, there is a concept called anti-fragility, developed by Nassim Nicholas Taleb. Anti-fragile systems are those that actually benefit from shocks, volatility, and stress. They don't just withstand adversity, they grow stronger because of it. Resilience is about bouncing back. Anti-fragility is about bouncing forward. To cultivate anti-fragility, we can create redundancies in our work and relationships, take calculated small risks, and consciously eliminate sources of fragility from our lives. This mindset allows us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and emerge from adversity stronger than before. Chapter 10. Epilogue. Mitsuo Aida, a renowned calligrapher and haiku poet of the 20th century, exemplified the concept of Ikigai through his dedication to conveying deep emotions via his simple, elegant poetry. His works highlight the significance of the present moment and the essence of mono-no-aware, the bittersweet awareness of the impermanence of things. In one of his most famous poems, he writes,
"In the here and now, the only thing in my life is your life."
This line captures the profound connection between living fully and being present for others. Aida's insights suggest that happiness is not something to be chased in the future, but something anchored in one's own heart and cultivated through perseverance in pursuing one's chosen path.
Keep going. Don't change your path.
He advises. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a gift to be experienced. While each person's Ikigai is unique, the universal pursuit of meaning unites us all. Meaningful engagement leads to fulfillment, while disconnection and aimlessness can foster despair. In modern life, with its constant distractions and overwhelming pace, we can easily lose touch with our true nature. It becomes pivotal to maintain curiosity, to filter out what does not resonate with us, and to engage deeply in activities that bring joy and significance. Finding Ikigai does not require a strict strategy or a rigid plan. Rather, it involves embracing what keeps us busy and engaged, while surrounding ourselves with people who love and support us. The authors offer 10 simple rules for living an Ikigai-inspired life. First, stay active. Don't retire. Continue engaging in meaningful activities to maintain purpose. Second, take it slow. Prioritize quality over urgency for a better quality of life. Third, don't fill your stomach. Practice moderation in eating to enhance longevity. Fourth, surround yourself with good friends. Friends provide emotional support and contribute to a fulfilling life. Fifth, get in shape for your next birthday. Regular, gentle exercise is vital for long-term health and happiness. Sixth, smile. A positive attitude fosters connections and enhances well-being. Seventh, reconnect with nature. Regularly immerse yourself in nature to rejuvenate your spirit. Eighth, give thanks. Cultivating gratitude increases overall happiness. Ninth, live in the moment. Focus on the present, making each day memorable and meaningful. 10th, follow your Ikigai. Discover and pursue your passion to infuse your life with meaning and joy. Authors wish everyone a fulfilling, happy Authors wish everyone a fulfilling, happy, and purposeful life, encouraging readers to explore their own Ikigai and to remember that the journey itself is the destination. Thank you for joining this journey.